Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Rajesh Biogenesis Chemistry Academy, Hyderabad, Telangana State. In this video, we are going to discuss about what is a Darzens glyceric ester condensation. It is also called Darzens condensation. Okay, so this is completely proposed by Darzens. So August George Darzens in 1904. It is proposed by August George Darzen. So that's why the name given as a Darzens condensation. So here generally for Darzens condensation, definitely there is a requirement of a alpha halo ester. Definitely there is a requirement of alpha halo ester. Without this alpha halo ester, it won't exist. Two starting materials are required. One is alpha halo ester, and here it is combined with a aldehyde, and one more is you may also take a ketone. So the key point in Darzens glyceric ester condensation is definitely there is a presence of alpha halo ester. It may be a amide or it may be a ketone, but definitely alpha carbon should have at least one halogen. Okay, so this particular reaction is completely a base catalyzed reaction. It is a base catalyzed reaction. Definitely there is a requirement of a base, then only it is possible to exist. Okay, so here I am showing a reaction, then try to confirm what kind of starting materials are required. Alpha halo ester I am saying. So this is RO, now C double bond O, and this is CH2, and this carbon carry one halogen. You can take any one halogen here other than fluorine. Okay, so here I would like to take a base. You may take any kind of base, that depends upon the elimination of this halogen. Okay, now finally what happens? This NaOET is carried in presence of a carbonyl group like this. This is a carbonyl. This is CH3, and here one more CH3 aridane. Now this carbon get condensed over here. Now this is RO, C double bond O. Now this carbon get condensed. Okay, this is remove one hydrogen and try to convert in the form of CH by removing this halogen. So this carbon connected. Now this is oxygen. Now this oxygen is get one more time attacks on this carbon, and finally see this carbon carry CH3. See this carbon, how many CH3 groups are present? 2 CH3 groups are present. So this is called alpha comma beta epoxy ester. Alpha comma beta epoxy ester is known as a glyceric ester. That is the actual name and structure of a glyceric ester proposed by Darzens. So in this reaction, if you observe carefully, there is a formation of a CC bond. That's why it is called CC condensation reaction. Later there is a formation of a CO bond. That's why this reaction is the best example of formation of CC as well as formation of CO bond. So this point is asking every time in your regular IIT advanced examination, which among the following reaction is an example of CC as well as CO condensation reaction. Okay, so best example for that is a Darzens glyceric ester condensation, in which there is a formation of a epoxide at alpha and beta position. Alpha comma beta epoxy ester is known as a Darzens glyceric ester condensation. Okay, so here if you see the mechanism involved in this reaction, see first I am taking a ester, this ester having alpha hydrogens as well as alpha halogen. So this is alpha halogen which is acts as an excellent leaving group. Okay, now I am using this base. So what is that base here? NaOET. It is similar to aldol type of condensation. So what is an aldol condensation? Deprotonation at alpha position with the help of a base, and that will give a enolate ion. Here also remains same. So this base ETO minus will take proton from here. So after taking proton for this particular carbon, you will get CH minus, and here halogen is present. Now this is get stabilized by enolate ion. Okay, enolate ion is get stabilized by resonance. Now you may get carbon double bond, and here you may get O minus, and here halogen is present. So later what happens, see, this particular molecule is going to react with a carbonyl which is given here. So what is the carbonyl compound which is given? That is ketone is given in this one. So this negative charge will migrate, this will attack here, and this will transfer like this. Okay, so after this what will be the attacking partner? C double bond O, and here this is CH, and here there is a presence of halogen. This carbon there is a bond formation takes place. That's why it is called condensation. So here you may get O minus, and later CH3, and here one more CH3 like this. See, here condensation is taking place, that's why it is called CC condensation reaction. So later on, due to presence of a excellent leaving group here, this bond will migrate here, and finally it is eliminated out. Okay, so this kind of reaction is known as SN2 reaction. Okay, this is a base catalyzed reaction. It is removed in the form of ETOH first step, then it is stabilized by resonance. Up to here it is approximately equal to aldol type of condensation. Just go through the videos which are already explained aldol condensation in previous videos. You may get some more additional clarity on this type of reaction. Okay, so don't forget to like, subscribe our channel so that we can improve every class. At the same way we are going to upload every miscellaneous reactions as well as advanced reactions. Okay, so let me explain the remaining part here. This negative charge will attack here, halogen is going to be removed. So after removal of this carbon, there is a CC condensation takes place. Now here there is oxygen attached over here, and finally see alpha comma beta epoxy carbonyl ester is the final answer. So formation of this product indicates that it is a glyceric ester formation reaction. Okay, so that is the one. Now go through one more. Here I will show some shortcuts and how to predict the product here. So every time whenever if ester is given or any molecule if it is given, if you want to predict glyceric ester product, only one thing you need to do. Every time wherever halogen is present, you can take any kind of halogens in this reaction. You may take halogens such as bromine will be selected, now chlorine will be selected, then fluorine and as well as iodine. So excellent leaving groups are bromine, chlorine as well as iodine is selected. Don't select fluorine in glyceric ester condensation. Okay, priority order is we can take iodine, then followed by bromine, then followed by chlorine. This is a priority order of leaving character. Now see the shortcuts to predict this answer. Now take any ester, ETO, next here C double bond O, and here I am taking a bromine atom. Now take a carbonyl group which is given here. See, this is a molecule. So after this, what will be your product? In presence of a base, you can take any kind of molecule. It may be alpha haloester, alpha haloamide, alpha haloketone. You may take any one, but definitely alpha carbon there is a leaving group is required. See, I would like to react with NaOET. Now this will take this proton. The shortcut involved in this reaction is remove this proton, create a carbanion stabilized by enolate ion. This will attack on this, and finally see you will get this answer. First you write down up to alpha carbon by removing one hydrogen. Remove hydrogen and halogen, you write up to here. I removed one hydrogen, I removed halogen so that you can get a CH skeleton. This CH skeleton bonded to this one. Okay, this carbon carry, you write down remaining substitutions, carbon as well as hydrogen and methyl. And here you write down epoxy between alpha carbon as well as beta carbon. Simply that is the answer. Put a epoxide between alpha and beta carbon. This is called oxirane, also called epoxide. Epoxide present at alpha and beta position, and this reaction is responsible to give Esten-Moser-Tanabe fragmentation from here onwards. That's why Darzin's glyceric ester condensation is most important. Okay, so I will give one skeleton reaction. Just try to predict the answer. See, here I am giving ethyl. This is carbonyl. Okay, so this is ester, and here I am taking a halogen. Now, if I take a carbonyl group like this is a carbonyl. Okay, so what is the resultant product here? How to predict a answer in skeleton form? Now you write down the skeleton as it is by removing its corresponding halogen. So remove this halogen and write down the skeleton. This is alpha carbon. So this carbon, you need to create a bond. So create a bond. Okay, so alpha carbon, just remove this part and attack over here. So now this will one more time attack on that one. See, this carbon having a ethyl and here hydrogen, and here epoxide is there. So then see your resultant answer alpha comma beta unsaturated epoxide like this. Okay, see this is ester and here C double bond O, and here I am using halogen. Now I am writing a benzaldehyde. Now what is the resultant answer if I use this NaOMe, NaOET like that? So predict the answer. First you write this without halogen. Okay, so before writing this you try to check whether there is a alpha halogen is present, alpha hydrogen is present or not. Alpha halogen is present but there is no alpha hydrogen. So this will carry methyl, methyl bromine, and here there is no alpha hydrogen. So reaction is not exist. No reaction. So blindly we can say reaction is not expected. Okay. Now see, I am taking ester towards this side. This is one, and here there is a halogen atom is used. Now I would like to add benzaldehyde. Now use a base NaOET. What is the resultant answer? You write down ester as usual. This is C double bond O. Now this is alpha carbon and this. You write down epoxide, and this carbon carry phenyl. That is the answer. So this is alpha and this is beta. Easy to predict these answers. Glycidic ester condensation is topmost reaction, which is most important for all kinds of entrance examination. So only thing is you need to know the shortcuts involved in this one. See here, this is alpha carbon. Here better living is given at beta position, and here excellent living group iodine is preferred over bromine. Okay, but what happens, see here I would like to use a carbonyl group here. Now NaOET if we use, so irrespective of the nature of halogen at beta position, don't try to use halogen at beta, use only halogen at alpha position. Why? Because at this place only deprotonation will takes with respect to this base. So what is the final answer here? Now this is C double bond O, and this iodine is unaffected, this and this get connected, and here this carbon carry CS3 and this is phenyl, and here epoxide, this is alpha, beta, that is the resultant answer. Okay, only simple thing is create a bond between alpha carbon of ester and carbonyl carbon. There is a bond here that will form a CC bond. You will get a CC bond here. Later on there is a CO bond formation takes place, and that will give alpha comma beta epoxy carbonyl. See, this is even applicable for cyclic esters. This is cyclic esters. Now lactone alpha halo carbonyl. Now this is going to react with a CS3 C double bond O S. Now here what is the resultant answer? NaOET. Now try to attack on this. See, first you write down the lactone as usual, alpha carbon attack on this one, this carbon and here epoxide, and this carbon carry methyl and here hydrogen, this is alpha beta, that is the answer. So this is Darzon's glyceric ester condensation, and here it is also possible within the skeleton. Intramolecular condensation is also possible. Intramolecular I am showing. See, this is ester, and here there is a presence of carbonyl group here like this. Alpha halo. Just go through it. Now NaOET if I use NaOET, there is a formation of a carbanion. This carbanion and here halogen is present. Okay. Now after formation of this is get stabilized by enolate form. Intramolecular possible only, they have definite difference in distance. Okay. So here there is a double bond formation takes place, the double bond stabilized by enol form. Now here you may get O minus, and this is one, and here bromine, and this is carbonyl. Okay, there is no such type of elimination is expected here. Definitely minimum one carbon has been get separated. So that's why reaction stops here itself. They never undergo this kind of reaction. Okay, definitely if they have any long chain, in that long chain if any carbonyl group is present, you may expect this kind of reaction. Okay, one more I will show, which will have a intramolecular reaction. See, here I would like to use a carbonyl group like this you can expect. Now if I use NaOET, now remove halogen from this particular place. Here I given halogen, remove this halogen. After removing this halogen, see, this is C double bond O like this. Now this will connect over here. Now how many carbons are present over here now? 1, 2, this is 3. This is 1, 2 and this is 3. Now this will connect over here. Okay, so this is alpha, and here this will connect like this, and this carbon carry hydrogen. That is the resultant product. Alpha comma beta epoxy ester is called Darzon's glyceric ester condensation. Okay. Now see, this is a question which is asked in IIT advanced examination. You can go through this. See, which of the following condensation, that is produce CO and CC condensation, which will produce CO as well as CC condensation here. So first they will ask about, first they will give aldol. So most of the students, if they completely unaware about aldol and Darzon's glyceric, first they will give priority for aldol. That is absolutely wrong. Okay. Next they may also ask about Diels order reaction. Next here followed by Darzon's, this is well known, Darzens glycidic ester. Darzens glycidic ester reaction, otherwise sometimes they will call as condensation. Okay. Next, finally, Beckmann rearrangement. Beckmann reaction, otherwise we can also say it is a Beckmann rearrangement reaction. Now most important, aldol. So we know aldol is not a CC as well as CO condensation, it is only a CC. Why? Because if you consider aldol, here this is alpha carbon of hydrogen. After removing this, here hydrogen atom is present, and same one more equivalent I am using here now. Okay, acetaldehyde, acetaldehyde both are given, and if you remove this proton, then see here in presence of base, this anion will attack over here. So when anion attacks on this carbon get converted to O minus, and here this is CH3 and here hydrogen. Generally students, they will think that carbon attacks on this, there is a CC condensation. Later on this carbon double bond O is there, it is converted to CO. Means they will think like this. They will think that C double bond O is converted to CO. Means our statement is right. Means double bond O is converted to single bond. So it is a best example for aldol. So it is C double bond O is not created. Okay. This is not creating CO. It is disturbing and converting into CO. It is not a new CO bond formation. Already CO bond is there. That is completely influenced by this molecule. After influencing this, what happens? See here, you may get a alcohol here. This is not a new bond here. There is no new bond between carbon and oxygen. Already old bond is present. So that's why aldol is wrong. Finally, it is aldol is wrong. Finally, predicted answer is Darzens glyceric. Already in mechanism I given. Diels order is also not possible. It is a adduct formation, single product formation. Okay. So that's why here prefer only Darzens glyceric ester condensation reaction as compared to aldol. Aldol is not CC and CO. It is only CC condensation reaction. Okay. So that is about Darzens glyceric ester condensation. Hope you will understand this concept, and many applications are there, that all kinds of miscellaneous applications we will upload in your next video. Okay. So only thing you need to do is like, subscribe and share our video. Put your comment in comment section, the topic interested and about the class. Okay. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for your regular support. Thank you.